Hello everyone, welcome to the Rustic Nerd Dad, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing video of the Boba Fett Rearmored helmet from the Hasbro Black Series line. I did order this on Amazon, and so let's just get to it. So, one of the biggest issues that I've been seeing with, especially with people buying things from Amazon, is that the helmet was arriving, no extra sleeve or extra box around the helmet's box. And mine actually arrived in a box. So it seems like Amazon's listening, or I just got lucky, I don't know. Yeah, so let's get to it. One thing I will talk about while I'm opening this is I originally ordered this on, pre-ordered this on Hasbro Pulse. Now, why did I end up getting it on Amazon? Well, to tell you the truth, Hasbro Pulse didn't ship it. It was still saying it wouldn't be available to ship until January. I wanted to have this for, you know, the movie release in this month on the 29th. And yeah, Hasbro Pulse wasn't shipping, Amazon was, so I canceled my pre-order and got it through Amazon. Or at least figure I'd take a chance through Amazon, and so far it looks like it's paid off. This does not appear to be opened by any means. So, fresh box, doesn't appear to have any damage to it, so off to a good start. Go ahead and get this puppy open. Now, I'm not expecting anything overly spectacular. I have the Death Watch helmet, and which is definitely a repaint slash recast of the Boba Fett helmet. Which, if you look inside the Death Watch helmet, you will see the traditional dent spot. So you know. Plus a lot of the, detailing on the outside of the helmet is also the exact same. So this stuff is super duper, holy smokes. Instructions. They've got this all kinds of protected, which is definitely not a bad thing. Go ahead and say this is already harder to get out than the Death Watch one was. We got tape in the weirdest places. If you're going to use a knife or anything, just be careful so you don't scratch your product. Also, not to hurt yourself. Alright, well, let's just bring the whole darn thing out then. Alright. Set that down. Rangefinder. When they re-released the Boba helmet, like with all the original Boba helmet with all the damage, I'll probably get it, which I think they're doing soon. Because there's a specific cosplay I want to do that's not Boba Fett. And you can hear the jingling of Santa's bells. It's just my father-in-law's dog itching away. Alright, so Rearmored helmet. Now, it's definitely not as dark and kind of gritty looking as the original concept pictures. which I have also seen people complaining about, but you know, still looks pretty good in my opinion. And I'm going to show some comparisons, you know, of like the detailing like I was talking about before, in regards to the Death Watch helmet versus the Boba Fett helmets. And there's also something with the helmets that I didn't show in my previous video that I had learned in regards to the fitting for those that have bigger or smaller heads. They're looking to customize their fit at all. So just like the other helmets, this slips off. Just the rangefinder, by the way. And the batteries. So when you pop off this right here, and then you access your battery panel. I'm so used to it with these helmets now, I'm just going along with it, and I'm like, oh shoot, if you happen to be watching this, you may not know. But yeah, this will pop off here, and this is where the battery goes. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a battery in, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we've got the battery installed. This was actually a little bit more tough to get back on compared to the Death Watch one for some reason. Might be this particular cast of it. But yeah, those little nodes right here plug in to those spots right there. So easy peasy. You just, oops. I say easy peasy. Everything seems to be tight on this helmet. But yeah, just pop it into place. And it's all put together. That drops it. That light goes on, and you can open that up, and there's a light. It's actually in the rangefinder there. So yeah, I can definitely see where the paint job would be underwhelming to people. You know, like the green here seems like it probably could have been like a shade or two darker, like still kind of this matte pastel greenish, like army green, but just a little bit darker to match the show. It could be a lighting thing. That happens a lot. But yeah, so anyways, so what I'm going to show you guys is, so if you didn't know, so of course you can adjust the inside of the, because this goes around your scalp here, and then this padding is here for the top of your head. So you can actually adjust the tightness on this part here on behind. There's like a little knob. I'll show you in a second. But if you've got a really big head and you don't want that in here in general, you can just pop it right out. So on the sides here, you just kind of, oof. Like I said, for whatever reason on this helmet, everything's very snug. But yeah, you can take that right out. For me, if I were to put this on now, it'd be definitely like a bobblehead on me. I've got a pretty small head. I wear, you know, for like cowls, like masks and stuff, I typically wear like a 22.5-inch head, and like a 23-inch or higher is, I'm usually swimming in it. So I definitely need this. But for those that have a bigger head and need that little bit of extra room, you can take this right out, and then you can put your own padding in or no padding, whatever kind of tickles your fancy. So anyways, so there you see right here, see that? That is the dent. That is Boba Fett's helmet dent. Okay. And of course, all the nice detailing. Like, look. Now, of course, a lot of this in here is cast a particular color, but you know, it's, you know, got the nice squishy rubber pieces there, and then the headpiece. Excuse the dog barking. Not sure why they're freaking out. gonna snap that back in. Actually, for what I'm showing, I'll leave that out. Anyways, Rearmored Boba Fett helmet. Kind of lackluster paint job. Like the green, this green here doesn't even really match this green, and this green, it's kind of wonky. But I mean, for what it is, for what you get paid, what you pay for, really not that bad. I mean, worst comes to worst, if I really don't like it, I can use this helmet as a base for a repaint. I just like to collect them, so we'll see. So before I compare them side by side, so this is the Death Watch version. Same inside, different color, squishy stuff in here. Here's the, you know, headpiece, the head support. You know, so this is what it looks like. So we're gonna take that head support out. Literally the exact same. This is the Death Watch. This is Boba. See something interesting in there? Go over here a bit where they can get a little bit of the lighting. Right there. Look at that, the Boba Fett dent. But no dent. So that's how people know that, you know, these helmets specifically, at least that's one of the things that they know, that it is a cast of the same thing. Now, what I'm kind of curious to see is, so if I get real close here, you may not be able to see it. Trying to find areas that you might be able to see it. So in here where my finger is, and then like right there, like stippling, it almost looks like, not stippling, but like dents. That is actually part of it. That is part of the design. There's dent on the top here. Dents all along here. You can see it. There's dents. Trying to find where you can see it there. There's dents on the back. So what I want to compare is the damaging compared to the two helmets. They're very smart. So with the Death Watch helmet being weathered, it's actually harder, like visually, unless you get it in the right light, to see those damaged spots, like the parts that are part of the cast. It's not paint, it's literally molded that way, so it's in the design. So it's interesting because I'm looking at it and it's appears to be still the exact same. So it's still the exact same molds, still side-by-side comparisons. So I'm gonna try to find a spot here, because like on the Bobas, so you can really see it there. Not much weathering to hide it, you know, like in here there's some weathering, but in the light you can really see it on the Boba helmet, which traditionally, I mean, you should be able to, because that's the way Boba's helmet is. Death Watch, on the other hand, and that's why for like Mandalorian mercs and stuff like that, you've got to do some serious work to the Death Watch helmet to make it approvable. But I'm not going to get into too much detail. So, you know, here, looking at the helmet, you know, you can see the damage there. On the top of the Death Watch helmet, it seems like when they took care of the dent, they took care of a lot of the weathering, or weathering of the mold. So it looks like they took the top of a Boba master and filled the dent, filled all the weathering, and just made it all smooth, minus these spots. And then just used that, and then literally everything else the exact same, which is, you know, cost effective. But for serious, like hardcore people that want the screen accuracy, they're going, no bueno, we can see it, we know, why are you guys being lazy? For me, you know, price point, for it to be painted, visor and electronics to a degree. Pretty comfort inside with detailing inside. Again, the paint job done for, you know, 120 bucks, usually including shipping. That's a heck of a deal. Excuse me, again, not going for, you know, Mandalorian Merc approval. You know, the visor is still see-through, like you can see my hand. So again, it's one of those things I would have to be darkened, because if I put that on, that means you can see my face. But that would have to be darkened for approval and a bunch of other stuff. So, but make sure that if that's something you're interested in doing, you're reaching out to the clan for the proper guidance. But all in all, you know, again, I'm happy with it. I mean, I wouldn't say it's their best one they've done. I would say it's definitely lower on the totem pole for their more Mandalorian helmets. But again, I'm still not disappointed for, again, everything you get in the price point. This is easily, hands down, my favorite so far, even with the issues of the molding, of it being a straight rip of a Boba. But at the end of the day, I am in love with the color scheme. But yeah, would I recommend it if you're just collecting Black Series helmets? Absolutely. If you're, you know, looking for, you know, a relatively good Boba helmet for your next cosplay or costume, absolutely. If you're looking for approval, no. Again, I enjoy these nonetheless. I mean, especially seeing with my my father-in-law's painting skills, like this silver's kind of bleh. I mean, it's hard to show in the video, but like it's very lackluster in person. Like, I'm gonna try to show here. Like, you can see that it's the silver is literally on top of the red. It's kind of sad. You know, sitting far away doesn't look too bad. Get close to it and you're like, yikes. So, I mean, down the road, I mean, one thing I would probably consider doing, because my father-in-law is such a good painter, and again, these greens don't match, like it's very evident. One thing I might consider doing is having my father-in-law do a repaint on this, with more accurate colors and a better laydown of colors. You know, starting with, you know, like a Beskar looking base, and then build up on top of it to actually make it look like, you know, that chipping and weathering is making its way through, not on top. So anyways, again, satisfied. I think they do I honestly think that Hasbro got lazy on this one? Absolutely. Abso-frickin-lutely. And again, you know, for me to have pre-ordered this on Hasbro Pulse, the original manufacturer, and they are pushing, and Amazon gets it to you faster? Come on, guys. Do better. Hasbro, do better. You guys have had all kinds of issues with your Hasbro Pulse. Fantastic idea, and I fully supported the Hasbro Pulse ideals originally, but Hasbro is failing hard in that aspect. But again, helmets, sabers, they're doing a really good job for the price points. Personally, when it comes to the sabers, I'll probably continue to look at what's actually at Disney. It's usually the same thing, if not a step higher, for the same price point. So again, Boba and the Death Watch helmet side by side, same things. And yeah, I don't have any super specific content planned, you know, going forward. I mean, I definitely have content, just not necessarily soon. I do have the bounty hunter code that I got in from Mercari, which I'll probably do a video on. I've already unboxed it, posted that on TikTok essentially. But I'll probably do a more in-depth video on YouTube for everyone. It's really slick. Got it for a great deal on Mercari. So if you're looking for stuff like that, keep an eye out for stuff like it on eBay and Mercari. My video before this was my unboxing video of my Hot Toys Death Watch Mandalorian 6th scale figure. If you're into that, definitely check it out. But the big things I'm going to be focusing on very soon is my Death Watch armor build. So I'll be doing videos over time with that. Like I'll post progress videos. And the reason why I won't be doing anything super soon is because I haven't 100% decided on where I'm going to be getting my files for that from. I've got about 3 options in mind. You know, Great Ape Studios. A lot of guys have been using that armor for approval. Again, like I said, I'm not going for approval just yet, but they seem like really good files. I personally have a discount code for DO3D. I will drop I'll drop the links for these file options down below, and for the life of me, I can't remember what the third option was that I was thinking at the top of my head, but I've got them all saved, and I will include all 3 of those options. But right now I'm heavily leaning towards DO3D just because of the fact that I have the discount code, and I have been using a lot of their files for further projects. So I might start with DO3D, and then for like fine tuning switch to like grab some pieces from Great Ape or something. So we'll see. So again, if you like the video, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, and overall definitely share to your friends and family that would also be interested. And never be afraid to ask a question, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks everyone for watching and for your continued support. Catch you again soon.